Hello and welcome to this episode where I'm actually going to illustrate how to download and install R and RStudio before we get started with the rest of the work that we're going to be looking at. So what you need to do is to search for RStudio. Once you get to RStudio's website, you see that there's two alternatives. One there's actually two options here. One is to install R, and then the other one is to install RStudio. R is the statistical programming language that we're going to be leveraging off for most of our activities that we're going to be doing on this platform. And then RStudio is the integrated development environment, also known as the IDE, which we're actually going to be working from to do most of our work. So let's go ahead and download R. In order to download R, we'll click on download R for Windows, and then you'll see that there is an option for different operating systems, but we're actually going to select download R for Windows, and then we will select install R for the first time, and then we will also see that once we select install R for the first time, we will land at a page that displays the latest version of R. At this moment it is version 4.4.1 for Windows. We will then click on download the installer. Once the installer has completed downloading, a pop-up will show at the top right, and all you need to do is to just double click on the .exe file, and then the rest of the installation process will proceed. I'm not going to install this application at this stage because I already have it installed on my laptop. We'll go and install RStudio, and it follows a similar fashion. So we will select download RStudio desktop for Windows. Once you click on download, the file installer will download. Once that download is complete, it will reflect on the top right corner of your screen, and all you need to do is to double click on the .exe file, and then you follow the prompts until you finish the installation. It's just a straightforward installation without any challenges that I believe you will face when trying to install this application. Now that we are done with the installation process, let's go ahead and look at how the landing page looks like for R. So when you open R, this is how it looks like. You will see that there is 4 pens, which on your top left, this is where if you import an R script, then it will reflect on the top left. This is where you write your code and save it. And then at the bottom left, you see that there's a console, and this console, that's where we write our functions, and everything that happens also shows under the console. So for instance, if you run your script, you will see the results showing on your console. Depending on how you have set up your script, you will also notice that on your bottom right, there is the tab for files. This is where you see all the files that are in the environment, and then plots. This is where all the plots that are generated via the console are displayed. And then we have a very important section, which is the packages. So for us to be able to do anything in R, especially most of the work that we're going to be doing, we will need to install packages. Let me show you how to install a package. So if you want to install a package, say for instance you want to install a library called QuantMod, all you need to do is to search for QuantMod. When you find it, you click install, and then your library would be added onto your R environment, and then you'll be good to go. We are not going to dwell much on some of the things that are here. We will learn as we progress. But one thing that I just want to show you is the environment on the top right. So under the environment, we've got an option to import different file formats. Here, this is where we actually get to then if you've got an Excel file, CSV file, TXT file, you can actually import it into R using this tab. And then also you can import data from SPSS, SAS, and data, right? And then maybe one thing that you want to look at is also your file. Let's say you've got a script that is saved somewhere on your local drive on your computer and you want to import it into R. All you need to do is to go to File, and then you open your script, and then it will display on the top left pane, right? Maybe before we go far, let's actually tackle some of the housekeeping that you might want to do the first time you install R. The first thing that you might want to do is to go to Tools, and then you go to Global Options. Under this section, this is where you sort of like configure how you want to experience R in terms of the settings, the appearance. If you go to the appearance, you can see, you can choose the theme, you can choose how the font should be displayed, and many other elements that are peculiar to you. So in my case, I already have configured how I want the R interface to look for me, but this is something that I'd recommend you to do at the beginning of your R setup. You can also configure these settings and make sure you check each and every setting that is applicable to you, so that the functionality of RStudio is right in check for you the way you want it. I can say for now, that's it. There you have it. You would have actually managed to download and install RStudio, and you are ready to go. If you like the content and are expectant of what we're going to be going through and the material that we're going to be covering on this platform, please do like our content and also subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.